In this situation, you have taken off from Atlanta and have just passed North 2, proceeding to Volunteer as filed. ATC now modifies your clearance to read, after Volunteer, clear direct COFGO, flight plan route. Notice that this clearance requires you to bypass the waypoint Cheetah and Swede. To accomplish the bypass, line select the first waypoint following those waypoints to be bypassed, COFGO in this example. Next, line select the first waypoint to be bypassed consistent with the clearance. If the modification is acceptable, it may then be executed. Let's now try a problem. The bypass method discussed may be used to bypass single or multiple waypoints. However, the active waypoint cannot be bypassed using this method. Now let's try another problem. Due to weather, ATC issues the following clearance. Delta 890 after Volunteer, clear direct to the Volunteer 340 degree radial at 75 DME, then direct Swede flight plan route. This clearance requires the creation of a waypoint using a place, radial, and distance. To create a new waypoint, first enter its identifier, VXV in this case. Next, enter the prescribed radial followed by a slash, then the distance. With the correct data in the scratch pad, enter the created waypoint in the desired route sequence. Notice that the new waypoint is labeled with the reference identifier and a number showing how many waypoints have been created on the route. After clearing any route discontinuity and checking for accuracy, the modification may be executed. Now let's try a problem. In this situation, ATC has cleared you direct to a non-database waypoint defined by the intersection of the Volunteer 300 and Choo Choo 360 degree radial. Because you are cleared direct, you must first select the Direct Intercept page. To create the new waypoint, enter the first identifier and its radial. Follow the first entry with a slash, then enter the second identifier and its radial. With the entry verified, line select it to the Direct to box prompts. Notice that the new waypoint is identified by using the first nav aid, entered along with a number showing how many waypoints have been created on the route. After clearing any route discontinuity and verifying the new route, the modification may be executed. Let's now try a problem. In this situation, ATC has modified your clearance to read Delta 890 after Volunteer cleared direct Hugo, direct Swede flight plan route. In this case, the Hugo waypoint is not located in the database and is defined only by its lat-long coordinates. To create the new waypoint, enter the latitude followed by the longitude in the scratchpad. This is the only non-database waypoint that does not use the slash for its creation. Also note that all preceding zeros must be entered. Then, after verifying the entered coordinates, line select them in the proper route sequence. With any discontinuity solved and the route verified, the modification may be executed. Notice that the new waypoint becomes waypoint 01, identifying it as the first waypoint created in the database. Should it be necessary to recall the coordinates associated with the created waypoint, simply line select it and the lat long will be displayed in the scratchpad. Let's now try a problem. In this situation, ATC has lost radar contact and directs you to report 50 miles north of Volunteer. The reporting point can be created by modifying the associated on-track waypoint. To modify an on-track waypoint, first select the appropriate reference waypoint to the scratch pad. Then enter a slash mark followed by the specified distance, 50 in this case. If the specified distance is before the reference waypoint, a minus sign is used. Next, line select the scratch pad entry on top of the reference waypoint. The new waypoint is identified using the reference identifier and a number showing how many waypoints have been created along the route. After verifying the modified route, it may be executed. Let's try a problem. If the specified distance is before the reference waypoint, a minus sign is used. Let's now try another problem.